Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have with us Ammar, who is the founder of Vinyl Rentals. His company has won Digital Startup Awards, so congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
How did it feel to win?
Yeah, it feels great to win because our startup is almost 2 years old, right? And I think awards, they bring in a lot of validation for you as a company, that you're doing something right?
Yeah, of course.
And in our category, there were other startups who are there since many, many years, like Yellow Compare, Holiday Me, Beehive, Inside Out. They were a part of the whole process of nomination, and it feels great to win.
And you worked really hard.
Yeah. I mean, all those hours,
they paid off.
Yeah.
Can you give us a brief oversight of what your company is about?
So Final Rentals is a platform for car rentals. Okay, so we work with all the local players like Budget, Rent-A-Car, Thrifty, Dollar, right? And also then we work with local companies like Fast Rent-A-Car, Speedy, and all the local players, right? And we bring them together on a platform.
Yeah.
So as a user, you can go online and you can search for and you can search for the best deal as per your, let's say, brand that you like, the car that you like, the model that you like, and you can book online.
So how does it work? You put in the car that you want.
Exactly. You put in the car, or you put in the location that where you want the car, or where you need the car, and we compare accordingly, right? The best suitable options, let's say for the suppliers and also for the cars, and you can book online, with the best price possible.
Okay, that sounds great. Where did this idea come from? Can you tell us about it?
I'm in the UAE since almost 12 years now, and my first project was for Budget Rent-A-Car when I came to UAE.
Yeah.
And then I went on making websites for Thrifty, Dollar, in the UAE, and I worked with many other companies, especially in this industry. While I was working with those companies, I realized that there were so many things that I could transform from traditional to digital.
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea of Final Rentals was in my mind since many years, but I just could not, couldn't launch,
Yeah.
And so basically, it's more of a, digital side of the industry. So I'm trying to make this industry more digital because it's very traditional still, as we speak. Car rentals, there's so much of documentation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you're booking online with Final Rentals, you can upload your documents. So it will save you time.
Everything is online.
Everything is online.
That's easier. It's up to date with the time.
Exactly, and your profile is there, and you can just go and book online. So the idea was to make this whole thing easy, for the user, basically.
Okay. How long has the company been running now?
Okay, the company that is the holding company of Final Rentals is almost 12 years old. The company that makes the software, right?
Yeah.
But Final Rentals as a product is only 2 years old.
2 years old. Okay, so it's been running for 2 years now.
Yes, absolutely.
How does the company support students?
We have special discounts for students.
Yeah.
And we are also coming up with special promo codes for students, right? So they can use those codes and they can rent a car. And there are certain groups that we have, like group AA, A, B, and C. They are suitable for students because they are more affordable.
Yeah.
So you can rent a car like Chevrolet Spark or a Kia Picanto, the new one, or Ford EcoSport. So we have very student-y sort of cars also in the platform.
That's very beneficial.
And recently we have added also a Mini Cooper in the fleet, right? So as a student, you can use the promo code and you can rent a car.
Yeah. So is there like an age range, or is it just all students?
Basically, the age, all these companies, they would like to rent a car above 24, right? But if you're below 24, so the insurance is a bit more expensive as compared to above 24 and below 24.
Yeah. Okay. What challenges did you face when developing the company?
When you develop a company, it's very important that you have a great team with you, who understand your vision.
Yeah.
It can be a vision for perfection. It can be a vision for the product design. It can be a vision, for the customers. What do you want to give to the customers in the end, right?
Yeah.
So it was challenging to build a team. I'm very happy that now I'm working with a great young team, right? But it was a challenge to find the right people, who can share my vision, understand the craziness behind it, and they can be a part of the team.
Yeah.
Second challenge is also marketing. So for example, when you want to market your company, either you can do it, word of mouth, or you can go all out, in terms of marketing. It's expensive, thing to do when you're bootstrapping as a startup. So I think that was also very challenging. But I would say, hard work, and with some, smart work, resistance, and with pure grit, of being an entrepreneur, is that you try and find ways and do things differently. So I think we have been able to do, let's say, a few things differently, and that really helped us overcome the challenges.
Yeah. Do you use like social media to market? Do you make use of that?
Social media is the ultimate vehicle for you if you're a digital business. If you're a platform, it's very, very important to be active on social media, right? So we try and create this culture, on our pages, for final rentals, where we give them relevant information about the cars, relevant information about the surroundings, the events happening. That you can go to this event in this car.
Yeah,
I'll just give you an example. It's more of an experience, right? We don't just sell a car, like rent a car on this price. It's more of an experience. So I think we have been able to build a very interesting community on social for final rentals.
I think a lot of students use social media.
A lot of students they use social media. A lot of millennials use social media.
Yeah.
They make their buying decisions on social media, for example. I think that's the most important medium to be in at the moment.
So what advice would you give to students who want to start a startup of their own?
Students who would like to start, I would like to give this very important advice to them that when you are starting, just after you're done with your education, don't just go straight into the entrepreneurship thing. Right? I would suggest do an internship or work somewhere for a year or two.
Experience in that
get experience because doing business is a different thing. Doing business is more of a commitment that you make to the market.
Yeah.
You have to fulfill, right? And when you're working in a company where there are already set procedures, you will understand what to do and what not to do, and it will give you that business acumen.
Yeah.
Because passion might not be enough.
Yeah.
Passion is very important. It's very important to have the passion to run business. But how to run business, the technicality of it, it's very, very important, and that you will learn when you go and work somewhere for a year or two, and then get back to business, or if it will take you 7 to 10 years when you are doing your own thing from the word go, you'll make a lot of mistakes, which is fine, but you might make less mistakes. If you already have worked somewhere for a year or two and come back to business, you might make less mistakes.
How did your MBA help you in terms of business?
Great. So I'm an entrepreneur since 12 years, full-time entrepreneur. Okay. There have been moments when I had to choose between buying a mall card or buying a sandwich. There have been some really crazy moments in my life, but I have been an entrepreneur for 12 years. So what happened is, when you are working for yourself and you're working with a team, you're making decisions that are actually coming from you, from your mind, right? Okay, MBA is more of an academic take on business.
Yeah.
Right? It is interesting to get the academic validation also. So for example, if I'm thinking of growth strategy, or if I'm comparing two things, whether to take this decision or the other decision, right? So while I was studying MBA, I studied a lot of different models. It helped me understand that, okay, sometimes academics also help in making your decisions, let's say, giving them a logical, angle. So, okay, so this is right or wrong. Comparing different markets, very important. We somehow, don't, understand the data, but it's very important that, this market is good for this. For example, this market is good for something else. So MBA was helpful, let's say, giving the academic validation to my ideas that I was thinking about without, referring to a model, for example, or without referring to a book, for example. So MBA was that validation point, and I was like, okay, this is the academic take on entrepreneurship, for example. It was
it's good that you have both. It's like a good balance.
It was a great balance, and I learned a lot of soft skills, for example, and it's important to say the right thing at the right time. And MBA was more of an international MBA. So I worked with other people in my class who were from 35 different nationalities, 35 different work backgrounds, 35 different households. So they come across with a different idea. As compared to me, I'm from a different background. So it was more, you would say, how you say, life-changing experience in terms of also soul searching. So I'm finding myself. Okay. So this guy is thinking like that. Oh, okay. He's from Denmark. Okay. That's how he thinks about innovation. Okay. I'm from Dubai. That's how I think.
Different perspectives from
different perspective, and working with the bigger economies like Germany, Denmark, Norway. They're all set. So what they're doing right. So I had the opportunity. I went to Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Okay.
That is one of the economies who are actually going down.
Yeah.
The currency is going down, stock is going down. So why? Because there was a time when Argentina was economical superpower. 40, 50 years ago. So what exactly happened?
What happened?
What exactly happened? And it was really enriching.
It was very enlightening.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what motivates you the most? What pushes you?
What pushes me is, for example, okay, so I'm here, making this video with you. This is motivation factor for me. That I have something to say, and
Yeah.
people will,
Something to share.
listen to it, something to share. What really motivates me is, every day I'm doing something new. So, for example, as an entrepreneur, it's very important that no 2 days are the same. So I'm coming back, I see a new design change, something new is happening. I bring that to the table. We talk as a team that this is something you have to incorporate, right? And then when you see that this is happening in real time. So for example, when we make a change on our website and we see traffic is changing, trend is changing, or something is changing, good or bad, that's a different thing. I think learning every day really motivates me, and when I meet other entrepreneurs and what they are doing, finding. I was in Rep Summit 2 weeks ago in Lisbon. I met a lot of startups, younger startups. It was motivating for me. It was amazing. But what they are doing, how they are thinking, it's really motivating. Being an entrepreneur, I think, is something. It might be difficult, to have this kind of life where you are not into the cage of 9 to 5, and you are
it's much more different than
much more different. But I think it's also very motivating because you have the opportunity to meet different people who are doing different things. They have expectations from you. And so it's very motivating.
What do you say is the 2 advantages of entrepreneurship and 2 disadvantages?
Okay.
For someone that's considering.
So it's very simple. The only thing that can actually make you, for example, let's talk about numbers here. So the only thing that can make you a millionaire is being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way. So a job will never do that. Unless you become a CEO of P&G or Microsoft, that's a different story. But that's a rare thing. But the only thing that can actually make you an inventor, innovator, and a millionaire all three together is entrepreneurship. Nothing else gives that. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, entrepreneurship is not actually an app or a software or a website. It's not a piece of software. It's how you think and what you give to the people.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset. People relate entrepreneurship to business. It's money. It's the application. Oh, you're an entrepreneur. You build this app. That is not the entrepreneurship. It's more of a mindset. How you make how you make it, and how people take it. Do they like it or they don't like it? Do you care? And then are you able to change it? And then go back and then say, you know what? Now I have this. You don't like it? Okay, fine. I'll go back to the table. I'll
trial and error.
That's how it is, and then people like it. And you make products that people cannot live without. Today, if Uber and Kareem, if I take Uber and Kareem out of the ecosystem of transportation, you will have a nightmare finding taxis, for example.
They rely so heavily on them.
Exactly, you rely so heavily on them because you cannot live without them. But are you making a system or an application or something that people cannot live without? What do you bring to the table? What do you add in their life? I think that is something very special. And that's entrepreneurship.
You can add something to the world.
You can add something to the world. And you don't actually have to be a business leader to be an entrepreneur. You can be a sales director of your sales team, doing amazing things. You're also an entrepreneur. Not necessarily that you are the CEO, entrepreneur. You can be a product manager, making great products. You're an entrepreneur. People who are making Apple iPhones, who are designing these phones, they're entrepreneurs for me. They might not be Tim Cook or Steve Jobs, but they're entrepreneurs. They're creating something without any supervision, for example. That's how it is.
So the 2 disadvantages?
It's very depressing at times because you are isolated. So for example, as a startup CEO, you go back home. Some days are great, some days are not. Some days are worse, and you go back and you are alone because people are looking at you. Oh, you're a startup. See, I told you you'll fail. You're starting from negative marking.
Of course,
here, and people are looking at you. Okay, 5%, only 5% of the startups they succeed. If I go by the statistics, right? So it is a space where it is very challenging. Because in the end, if it's about bottom line, if it's about making money, for example, it's going to be very challenging. It's very difficult sometimes to tell also, to your family. You're a master's, you have done MBA. What are you doing, man? What are you making, for example? It's difficult, it's challenging. But then again, you're an entrepreneur. You're able to overcome that.
The advantages outweigh the
Absolutely, they do.
So how do you handle challenges when they come at you?
I have a very simple approach to handle challenges. I just ask myself, do I have a solution right now? If I don't, can I find a solution? If I cannot, so we don't have a solution to this. Okay, what's the alternative? The thing is, when you see challenge as a stress, it's coming to you. Okay, it's stress. It's making you stressful.
Yeah.
Right. Somehow I have been able to decipher that thing. Right. So I have this simple question that I ask: can I change something on this? What's the alternative? Okay, and what's the risk mitigation strategy here? Can I avoid this risk? Do I have a solution? And when you start thinking about when you don't look at the challenge, you look at the solution. To be very, it's more of a psychological thing, but to be very honest, it's all in the head.
Optimistic.
Yeah, exactly. So I've always seen that as opportunity. There have been many challenges. To be honest, while I was launching Final Rentals.
Yeah.
When you go to these companies, they say, "Oh, come on, there's already Booking.com, rental cars, what wire?
Yeah.
You're just another broker. Why should I list my car on your platform?" That's also a big challenge.
Yeah.
But then you understand, okay, you understand their perspective also. Yes, that is correct. There are other players in the space. How am I different? What do I bring to the table that is different? What is my value proposition? And when I see through that angle, I was able to solve that challenge.
Okay, that's great. So regarding Final Rentals, what are your future plans?
Final Rentals is in the most exciting phase right now as a product, right? And we have changed the whole strategy. It's a new design now, right? So and now we are working very hard on our new mobile application, and also we're working on AI. So when we're creating the first ever AI, let's say, character, I want to say bot. First ever AI character for the industry, for the rental industry, that can help you book online just by communication, right? So it's very exciting times right now, for Final Rentals, and you can expect more market cap, in future. We'd like to have a bigger footprint in the market, in 2019, and see how it goes.
Okay, and do you want to say your social media, how we can find you?
So
name?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and you can find us at Final Rentals, right? And feel free to follow us. We post amazing things every day, stories and stuff about places. No, we don't sell you cars. It's all about stories and places that we post.
Okay, thank you for joining us today, and wish you the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.